Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world's most famous production studio, Paramount Studios, for Cine 2014 on BeTerrific, brought to you by Adorama. This is the back lot of Paramount Studios. It is amazing here. We are doing a live show just for you. We're doing it from iPhones and iPads. It's amazing. It's never been done before. Those are our only cameras. We're using the Paladin switcher and Mushroom Network streamer. You got to check out Mushroom Networks in the streamer and yourpaladin.com. Now, we are in the MXL Marshall booth. Joining me is Perrry from Marshall and MXL. Perrry, you guys make amazing microphones.
Oh, thank you. We're using them right now.
You are using them.
Yeah, we are.
You had to check, huh? You can tell. The people at home could tell because of how good they sound.
Oh, thank you.
And so we're using your microphones, but you also have the mobile media kits, which work great with iPads and iPhones when you want to record directly into those devices.
Well, exactly. So as more and more people use their hand devices for professional video, so my favorite line I use, and I'm taking credit because I wrote it, is once upon a time we had cell phones that also took pictures. Now we have professional 1080p cameras in our pockets that also make phone calls.
That's very true.
But because they're so portable, because we have them with us all the time, they've become our first camera of choice. So we said, okay, there's a lot they can do with the video, but it's very limited in the audio because we know audio has a lot of, requirements that you just can't do in a phone. Like we can't do this with a phone, especially if it's doing video. It's just not going to work.
Right?
It wouldn't quite work. So we came up with a full line of, we've got a handheld.
So you've got the MM130, which is a handheld kit. It goes from an XLR into a nice microphone, a great microphone.
A TRRS.
Into an XLR cable that goes into a Y, that turns into a Y. One end goes into the phone or the iPad or whatever your mobile device is. The other end comes back out, and in some apps like Filmic Pro, which we're using now to broadcast live here, you can get your audio out as well, so you can monitor your audio in real time and know that your shot is good.
Well, and that's important because you're not listening to the mic. You're not monitoring it through the mic. We can do that.
Yeah.
You're monitoring it through the record program, so when you heard it, you know it's already been recorded and it's a good signal.
So you've got the MM130, that's the stick mic, and we use that all the time. In fact, our TouchCasts, which you can find on touchcast.com/artsysmedia, are being done with the MM130 kit. We do a lot of videos with that. You also have the Lav kit, which has the same Y cable with a Lav on it. Nice for interviews. We use that all the time as well. What model is that?
That's the MM160.
Okay, the MM160.
And that just got released. It's out into the market now.
Excellent.
Now, here's the deal is what we did with it is we made it a 6-foot cable.
Yeah.
Because there's others out there that have a 3-foot, so they'll go from like your pocket to here. But that only works if you're doing audio only. If you're doing video, you can go up to 4 or 5 feet away from the device and still get a nice headshot.
That's excellent. That's excellent. So that's the 160. How do you come up with these numbers, by the way? The 130, the 160. Usually, like cars, they mean something. So
I just make it up.
There's no meaning to them.
Well, MM is mobile media.
Yeah.
And we just find numbers within there.
Because like if you had like a 550 Mercedes, it would be 5.5 liters.
Yeah. Well, it just gets complicated, and we just give it numbers within a. We know what they mean.
Yeah.
They have no relationship to the product. We just know what they mean.
Got it. And then you've got the kit, the VE001, which is not only the MM130, but it's also a bracket to hold your phone or iPod Touch or whatever.
Well, it's actually what it is. It's a shotgun mic.
Yeah.
And the bracket actually holds the microphone. It's got another shoe that it can hold the light.
Yeah.
And it's got a bracket that will hold any phone because it's adjustable.
And then you have the one that does the 130 with that, which would be the VV001?
Yeah. No. It's you can see it's up there.
Right.
It's adjustable.
I got it.
It does all of them.
Okay. And then in addition to that, you've got the one for the conferencing, for web conferencing or table.
We call it a meeting mic because it records meetings.
Right.
It's a table mic. It's great for students, recording lectures, things like that. It won't do phone calls on its own.
But it's good for round tables.
Yeah, it's good for round tables. You can't use it to make phone calls out.
Right.
It doesn't have echo canceling.
This stuff is amazing. It's really good. You guys have perfected it. I do a lot with iFilmmaking.
Well, we won a lot of awards for it.
Yeah, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
And we have a lot of fun doing this, don't we?
Oh, yeah, great time.
Thank you.
Amazon wrote us. They're having a press reception in July for all the hottest new Christmas items,
Yeah.
and they chose the MMVE001
Wow.
with the shotgun and the iPhone. They liked
That's
it that
awesome.
much.
Congratulations. I know the
very
booth
exciting.
is packed, and thank you for giving us some space to do this broadcast. We're doing it together. I mean, you're a partner of ours in doing this. We're promoting the mobile media kits. We're promoting the microphones here, and
Promoting the Marshall
and the Marshall brand.
The Marshall brand. You're using our Marshall monitors.
We are.
You're
We love the
also-
Marshall monitors.
Well, and you're also using the other thing is if you take a look at Josh's setup over here, you're using our wireless HDMI transmitter.
I love that thing. How much does that thing go for? Do you know?
You know, I don't even know the price.
I'll
on
ask.
that.
I'll ask Bernie
Ask
later
Bernie, he'll tell
when
you.
he's on, because we're going to talk about that and a couple other products when he's on later. You know, I really love what you've been able to do at Marshall. You've come in and you've kind of repositioned the way the company thinks and feels and looks, and said, look, it's great. Let's keep making our monitors, but let's make them better. And let's make the IP cameras and do all this stuff. That's great. But we also have to look to the microphone business and where that's going. And we have to not only make the microphones, but we have to bring together a community of filmmakers. And you're doing that. We're doing that together.
Yeah.
But it's really tremendous, and it's a great vision.
Well, we're always stronger as a group.
Yeah.
Because these days you can't be a standalone anything. Because we're not going to get in the app business. The app guys don't want to get in the hardware business. The hardware guys don't want to make electronics.
And the broadcasters just
And
want
the
to broadcast.
Broadcasters just want to take all this stuff packaged together and go out and it's rock and roll.
Yeah.
You know, and we're just getting started because by next year at this time, we'll have our little battery-powered 4-camera HD SDI switcher with the built-in quad viewer.
That's pretty awesome.
That will be amazing.
Yeah.
That will be amazing, and it'll be good for recording.
Yep.
It'll be good for live streaming. Be good for all kinds of different things.
Awesome. Well, Perry, I am so excited about what you guys have going on here, and I'm so excited about these mobile media kits. And I know you're also doing stuff for GoPro as well. I would say filmmaking is really an idea, and I love doing it on the iPads and iPhones, but that doesn't mean you can't do it with a GoPro or some other mobile device. And the thing is that no matter what you're doing it with, it's the fact that you're cutting the workflow and you're being able to do things you have never been able to do before, like this broadcast, doing it off of iPhones and iPads. So I consider the GoPros part of this whole community.
Oh, it's a huge part of
And
it.
you
I mean,
can operate them and record them from iPhones
I
as well.
actually would say there is
They
big.
started it,
and
right?
They
They probably
They started that action camera thing. All right, and they're here, and they're really good people, and they have terrific product, and so we're making audio solutions for GoPro cameras, and lots of different ones, because just like we're making audio solutions for iPhones, by the nature of the product, it's limited in its audio capabilities. And the big line, the most important thing that people have to remember is you can have grainy, shaky video, and it's okay. As soon as you can't hear, you shut it off.
Right. That's
And we
the
spend
truth.
so much time talking about 4K and picture quality and portability of video products, but the end is you got to hear it.
Right, and it's interesting because we were setting this up the other day in our hotel room, and in Marshall, we broke it down. After setting it up in Marshall, we set it up in our hotel room, and we had some audio issues we were working through, and a lot of people would have just said, okay, it's fine, it's good enough, but I wasn't fine with it because of the fact that the reality is you need to have great audio, and I knew that you, the viewer, would turn off in 3 minutes or 3 seconds rather, if we had bad audio. And so we fixed it.
Do this, but I got to look at my phone.
You got to look at your phone.
Yeah, you know what? My wife is calling.
Well, why don't you pick it up on air?
Yeah, because she's here. Hello.
Well, what do we got?
Listen,
Look at this.
wait,
This
wait.
is reality TV
Yeah.
for you.
Are you here?
This is the absolute reality TV. So we're broadcasting live here, which is really exciting, and
Okay,
I'm
great.
thrilled
Go
with it.
Park.
But you can hit us up on Instagram, hashtag BeTerrific TV stage.
Who did that? Rudy
and
Giuliani took a phone call from his wife in the middle of a
you know what? A lot of
speech.
people do this now. Hold on 1 second. Let me finish telling people about the InstaCube. So the InstaCube, you can hashtag BeTerrific TV stage, and your pictures will show up right here. We'll be doing behind-the-scenes pictures throughout the day, and we'll get them wirelessly on that InstaCube. Now, Perry, Joel from Roscoe did that at NAB to me, and I made him, his daughter FaceTimed him, and I made his daughter talk to him on air. And so this happens a lot now. We're always
There's
connected.
really nothing compelling about that call other than the fact that she told me the Gower lot is
Yeah.
filled They had to go to the other one because this place
Is she upset
packed.
with you?
No, she just told me she's here.
But she's not upset that you're not like greeting her at the gate.
I'm going to greet her at the gate.
You know I'm trying to start controversy.
I know.
here.
I'm
Yeah.
going to greet her at the gate, actually. That's why she told me she's not at the gate because the parking lot's filled.
Right, so you've got to go is what you're saying.
In a bit. In a bit.
Okay. The wife comes first, so does my wife.
Yes.
And so does my son Jack, and I know your kids. You have wonderful kids.
Well, thank you.
Zachary.
I'm going to keep them
I think you should.
for 3 more years, and then 18, out.
So anyway,
Anyways, I'm going to sign
thank
off.
you. Wait, hold on a second. I
Okay.
want to thank you for letting us do this in the MXL Marshall booth. I want to
my
thank
pleasure.
MXL Marshall for having us here, for doing this groundbreaking thing with us, and for putting together the iFilmmaking space, ifilmmaking.com. That's Perry Marshall, Perry Goldstein from Marshall.
www.mxlmics.com.
We've been plugging you all day, brother. Thank you so much. These are the MXL mics. I'm so excited about Cinegear here. We're just going to keep things rolling, and we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have a whole lot more show for you. I'm Michael Artsis, alongside Josh Apter at Cinegear 2014, brought to you by Adorama. This is BeTerrific coverage. We'll be back right after this.